Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Less Known Classics. This is episode number 1763 and Doubleshot number 1764, and Doubleshot number 1658. I have two Marvel trades for you. First up, it is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters Companion. Yeah, this is pretty much collecting all the one-shots that came out for the War of the Bounty Hunters that came out last year. Yeah, these are your one-shots. We have Jabba the Hutt, Alarm and Zuckuss, Bushi, and IG-88. The Jabba the Hutt one, simply put, is pretty much kind of in a way, like, it's what Jabba was up to during the events of, like, before the start about War Bounty Hunters, the Alpha One Shot, and, like, during it. That's pretty much in a way what the thing does explore for him. IG-88 is simply put basically just his reaction to being sliced in half by Darth Vader. Now, as for Alarm and Zuckuss, that's this one here, they just do stuff. I don't remember what they do, but I enjoy these one-shots, what they are, and there's a lot of stuff here related to the Crimson Dawn. Some mild stuff here, but it's just a good series of, like, only 4 one-shots. It's kind of surprising, to say the least. My only guess is the reason why Marvel did it, not the trade itself. They probably did because necessary. They probably did the one-shots thing because Star Wars is popular, and people love the Bounty Hunters, so why not feature, well, technically, in a way, only 3 of them does feature Bounty Hunters. Oh, and of course, Bashin. Bashin is... Oh, by the way, who writes these one-shots? Jabba the Hutt is written by Justina Rollin. Alarm and Zuckuss is done by Daniel Jose Older. Bushi is done by Lessa Wong. And IG-88 is done by Rodney Barnes. The artwork for Jabba the Hutt, there's like 2 artists this one. Let's see. Past stuff. Actually, there's 2 different artists. You have present day. Artist present day is Igler Robertson. Edgar Bernardez is the colorist here. And the other, the flashback one is done by Luca Presario. Zel Sama does Alarm and Zuckuss. Bushi is done by Dave Bolden. And Go Voliva does IG-88. This is Bushin. Yes, who they did have this video in the movie. This act in Return of the Jedi, this extra Princess Leia in disguise, but there probably was an actual Bushin, so they probably featured it in here. Oh, by the way, the whole Jabba the Hutt thing is that he hires basically a bounty to go after Boba Fett because Boba Fett has misplaced on Solo. That's the main gist of that one. Surprisingly, I didn't remember this woman playing a role in the main story at all. Nope. This book was definitely necessary, but though surprisingly it costs the same much as the main trade itself, this epic is not very long. It's only four one-shots. It's only $9.99 for a simple 4 one-shots. Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, though. Like when I got the Darth Vader one and Bounty Hunters, those were $17.99. But this, $9.99, probably because it was a standalone trade. That's probably the reason why it's possible. Our next step is a trade series that I never thought would review. My friend Edgar actually really enjoyed this series when it was coming out. And he kind of felt this though. I agree with him. This series should not be canceled. It didn't last very long, but it got canceled. We have Ironheart, a.k.a. Riri Williams. This book here collects the first 6 issues of this ongoing series. Now, there is basically references to the last 2 issues of Iron Man, which you could say serve as a backdoor pilot to this particular run. Like, there's a character named Xavier King who made his debut in that very book. And there's a few major recurring characters in this book. There was, of course, Riri's mom. She appears in most of the issues appearing here. Now, the first issue has her take on Clayton Clash. Yes, Clayton Clash. As in the brand new Spider-Man villain who was a basically notorious henchman for non-Spider-Man villains, who last appeared back in issue 800 of Amazing Spider-Man, the very issue where Dan Slott killed off Flash Thompson. That was the last time Clayton was seen. And here he is in this issue here. Very first issue, and after he got beat by Riri, to date he's not been seen since then. It's been 3 years. Like, is he still in jail? Like, it's a character who basically was created by Dan Slott, found him pretty well as a supporting character in the Amazing Spider-Man book. And then, like, oh, let's have where in Civil War 2, have him work, Clash goes back to being a bad guy. Yeah. I mean, it was nice that the writer of the book, E.V.L. Ewing, brought the character back. Now, here's a little fun fact, you. This writer, where this book ended, would do a short-lived Champions run. And don't worry, we'll talk about that one eventually, because that one, oh boy, features a storyline that nobody wanted. It's a storyline that was one of the most hated things that came out last year. Actually, came out 2 years ago. Yeah, it was a storyline that everybody hated. It just was the most despised thing and caused the cancellation of a popular ongoing series. I'll get to that eventually. But this was the book that the writer was writing prior to that. And you're probably thinking, Ewing. You're probably thinking, is this writer related to Al Ewing? I'm not sure. If I could chance meet Al Ewing, I might ask him that, if these two are related or not. It could be brother and sister. I highly doubt it's father and daughter, so it's probably sister or probably a cousin of his. It's possible. A lot of the issues in here, she fights an organization known as the Ten Rings. The organization probably comes to play because of the movie, the Iron movie, where it has the organization Ten Rings. So, I guess Mara felt as though, why not feature a version of the organization in the comics? Except making a group of characters who fight Ironheart instead of Iron Man. Does it make any sense? Yeah. Here, they only appear in here for issues 2 through 5. Yeah. They have used a character named Midnight Fire who looks like Eric Killmonger. No, it's not. That's not a joke, basically. Oh, the thing with issue number 6, it's a brief guest appearance by Miles Morales. So you could say it's like the first 5 issues feels like a complete story arc, and then like for like the remainder of the series remains like a team up. Yeah, a freaking team up. By the way, the new character that we experience here, his name is Midnight Fire. Which, when you see him, I'm going to show him off here. He looks like Eric Killmonger. Oh, look, here's Clayton Clash in his sole appearance outside of a Spider-Man comic. This is the only comic he appeared in. Yeah. Because, like, oh yeah, here's Riri's new costume. I personally don't mind it. It's a great looking suit for her. There's also stuff in here about the IT stuff. This book also has debut for a new AI named Natalie, who pretty much is her AI up until very recently. Yes. Also, her laboratory is basically like, she pretty much basically is like doing superhero stuff. That's why I think it's her laboratory. And she does not like the fact that Dean Key is basically bringing people into her laboratory because she's a well-known superhero. I think it's implied, from what I can tell anyways. Her identity as Ironheart is publicly known. Somewhat anyways, but villains will go after her. Also, we have this chubby woman here named Dury, who is here for the opening few issues, and then she disappears and disappears again to the final issue of the series. As for what? Now, here he is. That's him. If you take off his mask, he looks like Eric Killmonger. Yeah, because Eric Killmonger wore almost a very similar suit in the Black Panther comics. Yeah, as for the whole Miles team up in here, like, here he is. I mean, appearance-wise, he looks like Michael B. Jordan. Yeah, he looks like Michael B. Jordan. Like, the same exact face. I don't know if this guy was based upon him or not. I have no idea. Yeah, it's like, okay, let's let this group take an issue off because we have the Miles Morales Spider-Man make a guest appearance in here. Because why not? There's also mentioning what happened in the pages of Champions. Well, this was at the time when I believe it was, I think it was Jim Zeb or Zeb Wells writing the book at that point. So, yeah, it's a quick little guest star appearance in here. Great little team between the two of them, and that's it. Yeah. I gotta say, for the opening trade for this series, it's really good. And it's a shame this book got canceled in only 12 issues. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Yep. Oh, War Bounty Hunter Companion? I give that a 9 out of 10. Okay, so that's Super Sick of You. Next one in our comic corner. Okay, next video. Bye.